Hi everyone, I'm filming a little video to talk about Dr. Sagie's TheraPee treatment for bedwetting. I'm Jo from Manchester in the UK, and I started using this when my daughter was just over 6 years old, 6 1/4. So just to give you a little bit of background about her, she had some dry nights from about the age of 2, occasionally 2 consecutive nights, but never more than 2 consecutive nights in a row, and she would actually go for many weeks without any dry nights at all. We were using pull-ups, and if she had a wet night, we never really made a big issue about it. She never got told off or any negative feedback or anything. Generally we just ignored it. If she had a dry night, then we would obviously give her lots of praise and encouragement, but as I said before, she never had more than really 2 consecutive nights in a row. So when she turned 6, she was starting to become really keen to go on some sleepovers with her friends, and she was getting some invitations. So I decided that really we needed to do something to try and actually help her to become dry at night. So I did some research on the internet, and the first thing that I came across was actually TheraPee, Dr. Sagie's system. I watched quite a few of the video testimonials and read some reviews. It all seemed really positive and encouraging, so we decided to go ahead with it. I bought the system and I read all the instructions. It was all pretty straightforward and easy to understand, and I actually talked it through with my daughter as well, and she was really keen to give this a go because she wanted to be dry at night, although actually, to be fair, it wasn't really bothering her that much. So the results of when we started, week 1 we actually had 5 consecutive nights in a row when she was wet, and the alarm goes off, and we had a baby monitor in our room so we could hear it. It was super loud, and it was quite a tough week for me and my husband, really, like going back to when she was a baby, and actually what we found was that we could turn the volume down a little bit, and you'll find that if you buy the system, there's different volume settings depending on how deep a sleeper your child is. So that was week 1, 5 consecutive nights. Week 2 she only had 1 accident, so she had 6 dry nights, unheard of. Week 3 she had 2 wet nights, and week 4 she had 1 wet night, and then from week 5 onwards she was dry, and that was right on to week 12, when the system, the videos that you see of Dr. Sagie actually said to us, we don't need to use the system anymore because it's done its job. So really, for us, quite a hard, intensive first week, and then weeks 2, 3 and 4 a lot easier, and then from 5 onwards completely dry. Since then, and that's 3 months now that she's been dry. She only has had 1 accident, and it was actually when we were on a camping trip, quite an unusual situation, so we've let her off for that one, but never at all. In fact, now we sometimes hear her sort of late at night. She wakes up from her sleep, and if she needs the toilet, and she gets up and goes to the bathroom and uses the toilet, and that really was unheard of before. In terms of using the system, it's really quite easy. The instructions are super clear. As I said before, there's a volume adjustment, so you kind of have to play with that a little bit to begin with. Depends how deeply your child sleeps as to how loud it needs to be. One of the things they need to do when they wake up is they're supposed to pull the cable out of the little machine, alarm machine. My daughter was never keen to do that, but I did email Dr. Sagie about that, and he got straight back to me to say, actually, don't worry about that. The key thing is that she's waking up to the alarm. She absolutely loved the online system of creating the stars and entering the data about what time she had a wee or didn't have a wee in most cases for her, and so on. She really enjoyed that. And the other thing that she really enjoyed, which surprised me, were all the little video clips from Mr. Sagie that pop up every so often to tell you how your progress is, and she actually referred to him as the man and got very excited when his videos came up. So I'm really pleased that we use this system and we didn't resort to anything else. We didn't go to a doctor or anything. It's really been 100% successful for us, and we would recommend it to anybody. The other thing that we thought was great is that if you have any questions, then Dr. Sagie, you can email him. I did a couple of times and he got back to me straight away. So really fantastic customer service. So thanks to Dr. Sagie and to the TheraPee team. We've got a very happy house, happy daughter who can now go on as many sleepovers as she wants. I hope this is helpful. Thanks. Bye.